If you're making less than £5,000 a month consistently, then you probably need to change your relationship with money. Anything that we love increases. That is a universal law. And anything that we criticize begins to move out of our lives. Now, if you want to increase your income, if you want to make more than £10,000 a month without burning yourself out, without working more hours, then make sure that you watch the whole of this video. I want you to ask yourself, what are my dominating thoughts around money? What are my subconscious beliefs around money? Now, I'm going to give you an example of a few of my limiting beliefs that I had to overcome before I could allow an abundance of money into my life. I genuinely believed for a long time that if you wanted to earn loads of money, you had to work really hard. Now I found that that is not true. But because I believed it was true for years, it was my belief that created the fact. Now, another example is money is the root of all evil. But let's really think about this. Money is not good or bad. Money just is. Now, if you're not a nice person and you're broke, then when you get lots of money, you're going to be a terrible person. If you're a good person without money, then you're going to be an amazing person with money. All money is an amplifier. So what is your relationship with money? What are your mental conversations that you're carrying on with money? Are you loving it? Are you sending love to money? Or are you criticizing it? Now, if you're making less than £5,000 a month, the odds is that you're carrying on negative conversations in your own mind when it comes to money. Now, money is a good thing. I truly believe that money is a good thing. You know, I am out here in the Caribbean and I have come for 7 days in a 5-star hotel, all inclusive. For me, that is a good thing. I have 2 children. Money helps me provide for them. It helps me put food in their stomach. I have a beautiful mother. Money allows me to give my mum money so she's not worried about money and she can live a comfortable life in a warm home. Money allows me to buy suits so I feel good about myself. Money allows me to go to the supermarket and put food in my stomach. Money allows me to have a roof over my head. So this limiting belief that money is the root of all evil is complete bullshit. I mean, we just hold some of our beliefs up around money. We can just see how false they are. Now, if we believe something, it starts to manifest in our lives. So the first step towards you making more money is to love money. I want you to carry on conversations with money because here's the thing, money can't speak, but money can hear. And it does hear everything that you're saying because your thoughts become things. Now, the thoughts that you have, the dominating thoughts of your mind, they express themselves in outward physical action and they gradually transform themselves into physical reality. So the action step for you is I want you to start speaking to money. I want you to come away from the outside world, go within you, and just have a conversation with money and thank money and show gratitude for the amazing things that it allows you to do. Now, you might not have made £35,000 in a month like I have. Even if you've got £10 in your bank account, money is doing a whole lot of good for you. If you've got a roof over your head, that's because of money. If you've ate today and you had breakfast, that's because of money. If you got on transport to work, that's because of money. Now, money is God's idea of circulation. I guarantee you, once you change your relationship and your beliefs around money and you start praising money, it will begin to increase in your life. Now, another thing about money is it has to circulate. You know, circulation of my blood is necessary if my physical body is going to continue to live. It's the same with money. You've got to circulate money. You've got to release it with joy. If you're putting a fence around your money, that is not going to change your financial situation. Money works through circulation. If my blood stops circulating, I die. Now, what do most people do with their money in their bank? They hoard it. They hold on to it. And that's going against the universal law of circulation. So you've got to release money with joy, knowing that it is going to come back to you increased and multiplied if you remain open to the idea of money. You know, I've got an affirmation for you. I am so happy and grateful now that I am a magnet to money. Money, I love you, I like you, and thank you so much for all the good that you do in my life. If you repeat that affirmation every single day with emotion and feeling, you will be amazed at the results. The way I've managed to become top 1% of Bob Proctor's consultants worldwide is through changing my relationship with money. You know, I have never worked so little in my life and made so much, because money does not come through working hard. Money comes through a state of mind. Now, if you don't believe me, just have a look at the people that are working hard. These people out there doing manual labor, working 16 hours a day, and they're broke. And then you get a business executive that works 1 day a week and makes millions of pounds a year. And he gets to go on a 6-week vacation whenever he feels like it. Why is that? Well, the reason why is that he has convinced his subconscious mind that he is worth millions. If you are working hard and you're still not earning money, it's because your subconscious mind is programmed to earn what you're earning right now. It's very powerful stuff. Don't forget the action steps. I want you to carry on good conversations with money. Remember what I said at the beginning. Anything that we praise and love increases. Anything that we criticize begins to move out of our lives. So if you have got no money, I guarantee you that in your thoughts, you are criticizing money. And money hears that and goes, well, I'm going to stay away from you. When you start praising money, when you start showing gratitude towards money, it is a universal law that you will have a better circulation of money in your life. Now, another thing to remember is that you've got to be okay with financial flux. The money in your bank account is going to go up and it's going to go down. You know, money is the amount that you have in your bank account. Prosperity is what you have when you have no money. No one can take your mind away from you. That's why that people that have a poverty consciousness win millions on the lottery, but then they're broke, rather committed suicide, or are on drugs, or are alcoholics within a few years. Why? Because their mind was not programmed to keep hold of that money, and the universal law of vibration says that you can only attract what you're in harmony with. Where you get a millionaire who has a prosperity consciousness, you could take his bank accounts, you could take his buildings, you could take his businesses, you could take everything away from that man, and within a short period of time, he would have everything back. Do you know if you got all the money in the world and split it evenly between every single person, within a short period of time, everyone would have the same amount that they started with? Because the money that you earn is in direct proportion to your subconscious mind. If you don't change your subconscious programming, I don't care if you sacrifice your sleep and stay up all night working, you can only attract the amount of money that you are in harmony with. And you've got to be okay with financial flux. If your bank account goes low, that doesn't mean that you're not prosperous. Just know that when your bank account goes low, it's always going to go back up. But the worst thing that you can do is try to hoard your money. That's why I spend so much on mentorships. That's why I travel. That's why I buy myself things, because I know that the more I circulate money, the more money I'm going to have in my life. I have become a very generous person. I love giving. When I used to purchase things, I used to get this anxiety like, oh, what if I don't have enough money, or what if I don't make the money back? I have reprogrammed my mind. I release money with joy. I send money forth without fear, because I know that the money I circulate is going to come back to me increased and multiplied. And if you really want to become a magnet to money, I would really recommend booking a one-to-one call with me. And on this call, I will show you exactly how to go from where you are to where you want to be, and I will map out a plan to rewire your subconscious so you can't help but attract money into your life. Now, if you're really serious and committed, go to the link in the description and book this call with me, because spaces are very limited and it's a first come, first served basis. Now, if you're watching this and you're like, maybe or whatever, I don't really care if I've got money, it doesn't interest me that much, then this call's probably not for you. But if you are really serious, I will show you exactly what to do. This material that I teach people, I do not wonder if this works. I know this works. I have helped countless people like yourself reprogram their mind, and they are now living in abundance. So I am speaking from experience. And if you enjoyed this video, then hit the subscribe button so you can stay notified when a new video of mine drops. I'm Mccleoud, and you have an amazing day.